Thank you so much for joining me today. This is the 7th Emerson Bar Review supplement or review of the review, and it's cross-referenced with other items. What I'm talking about today right now is Torts Products Liability. I'm going to do a quick review, and then I am going to stop at warranty, and we're going to do some other things to have some practice review. So, okay, according to Emerson, there are main and minor categories of suing in products liability torts. I put it down personally my way, which is main and subcategories, because I don't think that these are really that minor. I think they just come up less frequently. But okay, so the three main categories, or the most predominant ones, are negligence, strict liability, and I will use SL to abbreviate for strict liability, and then breach of warranty. And of course, there's two or three types of warranty: express, implied, and uh, suitability for the merchantability for the intended purpose. So anyway, then you have your minor or subcategories, which are intentional, that usually result in a physical damage of a person, like a battery. And then you have intentional misrepresentation, and this is to an individual or a person, and then misrepresentation to the public, which is a major one, and you will be strictly liable for that. It's from Rule 402. Now, so under a negligence products liability, what you do is you look at the conduct of anyone in the chain of commerce. Now, we're talking about people that deal with selling the products. You certainly wouldn't be talking about a dentist or a physician. You would be talking about a retailer. Here, I'm going to go to the graphic I created. So basically, there's the three main categories, starting at the manufacturer, then going to the distributor or the wholesaler, and then the retailer. And basically, when you go into these three categories, which you want to list in the stream of commerce, you want to look at their conduct, okay? And Emerson gave some examples, but the manufacturer has a lot of areas that were listed. He listed 7 things just for negligence, and not for intentional, and not for strict liability, okay? Now, interestingly, design defect, you can be strictly liable for that as well, but this is the negligent aspect of it. So, this whole list here, you can pause it and look at it and read it off, but there's categories of where the manufacturer can make an error or an omission and wind up paying in a negligent tort suit. Now, with the distributor or the wholesaler, I was hearing from Emerson that it's really difficult to attribute negligence to them. However, I thought about this because I've gotten products delivered to my home, and some of them are consumable goods, and during transit, they've been damaged, or they were damaged at the warehouse. Now, some people have said, oh, the warehouse doesn't have air conditioning. Well, if you have food stored improperly and then you're selling the food improperly stored, and then in shipping it gets damaged, which damages the packaging, and then it gets even worse. So, negligent handling of the product. I put down this mishandling the product. It's not exactly how he put it, but he did give an example of canned tuna that got dented and rotted, and then they sold it. Okay, so now you get all the way down to the retailer, which is the last, the interface with the consumer, at least traditionally. Now we know that you sometimes skip the retailer and you buy stuff online and you just have a distributor. But the retailer, like a brick and mortar store, maybe if they're doing deliveries or not, there might be another chain in there, okay? Just to let you know. This is the old school paradigm. So, okay, negligent selection of supplier, let's say the retailer had people coming in and returning stuff and complaining, and the retailer should have known that there's something wrong with the product, but they continued to sell the product. And so, if that's the case, that would have been negligent. And then, if they continued to sell it and they didn't put up a warning and they knew, then that would be failure to warn. So, okay, when you have a negligence case in products liability, you're going to need to go through all the elements of a negligence case. They have a duty. They breached that duty. There was the actual cause, the proximate cause. Are you going to use the substantial test because the first arm failed in factual cause or actual cause? How are you going to attribute and break that apart to prove that you're meeting the elements of negligence? Now, with negligence, you have damages and defenses. Okay, so we talked about some of this last time, and now with strict liability, you're going to be looking at the product, not at the conduct of the people in the chain of commerce. You're going to look at the product, and it has slightly different rules. And basically, there's second restatement, and third. We talked about this yesterday. I broke it down for you yesterday. I can scroll over to it. Tomorrow we can go over a breach of warranty. It'll be the next video. And I wanted to go over these essays that I found that were under here, but I need to actually write an essay answer to describe what I think the answer should be. And you can put your opinions up too, and I'll probably put a passing or better answer, but it's going to be practice for you and practice. So that's it. I want to thank each and every one of you for stopping by and working on understanding the governance and the laws and how the courts work in torts case, and we'll go on to this next time. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you very much. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.